So I've unmuted my microphone now, so you should hear audio coming through. You should hear, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. Right, okay.
It sounds not great.
Okay. Sorry, let me just check the music then. Can you hear music? No. No, okay. That's probably because, again, that should work because I've got the game.
Because you're not playing it yet.
No, I am. Yeah, the music's playing, but I cannot see. Hold on. I'm having to go back to my sound engineering part of my brain. Sound mixer. Each app has its own in Windows because I've overwritten everything. Here we go, output device. So I now have to tell it game main. So that's going to be cable B. I'll tell you something. This is.
I got you coming through twice now with about a 2-second delay.
Yeah, sorry. You will do because I'm on the mic as well.
All right, come on over. Now, let's give you something to shoot at. Bang, bang. They're all yours, Sergeant. Great. Targeting and ballistics look normal. Let's get you oriented. Bring up your compass. Next one's just east of you.
Okay, test 1 2 3. Hi, this is Bermuda. Doing a test stream. But if you are in Arma 3, or you want to watch a total newbie to the game, please do. And please leave any comments. If you want to follow me, I'd really appreciate that. Get my followers up on Twitch and Kick so I can start at a level 1 once I've got my 100 followers. So if you can follow me, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. Right, just doing some quick setup checks here. All looks okay. Right, let's go back to the game. I am getting a bit of stuttering here. If you are seeing that, or you know what's causing the problem. I don't know whether you can see that stutter in there, just as I'm moving the gun around. Sorry for pointing my weapon at the instructor there. I'm not sure what's causing that. If you do know, appreciate if you can leave that in the chat and I will read it. I'm using a standard mouse, a gaming mouse. Maybe it could be the resolution, I don't know. I'm just trying to see if so I'm just watching the stream, and it does seem to be happening in the live stream. Oh, all good. Sounds a little bit muffly. Could do with a bit more treble. It's fine though. That's my voice. Maybe my voice could do with some more treble. I think I can mess about with the audio. Thanks for that comment. Let's have a quick look. I am actually using my cheaper headset, so that's probably the reason. Okay. Interestingly, the chat message came up on my screen. It hasn't come up in my software. I'm being picky. Hey, no, it's good to be picky. I'm really fussy. Oh, there you go. It's come through. Brilliant. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really picky on audio. Nothing worse than listening to a cat on a hot tin roof, is there? So, okay, let me go back to the game. I'm wondering whether I've got a graphics setting. Texture high, shadows ultra. So everything's quite high. Particles, no idea what that is. Set to low. Put that to standard. The IP standard. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm a bit sorry. That is a little bit. That's really jerky, isn't it? Right, if I remember rightly, totally new to the game, moving around. Oops, that was quite loud in my headphones. I'd be no good in a real battlefield. I'd be jumping every time somebody fired the gun. Right. Okay, my character isn't moving. What have I done? Ah, maybe that's causing the stuttering. I think something's gone a bit wrong here in the game. Controls, keyboard, mouse. Ooh, controller. I'll have to get a controller. Infantry movement, WSAD. I'm wondering whether. Oh, let me abort and come back in. Let me see what happens. Good music.
All right, let's boot it up.
Okay.
There we go. Calibrating. Looking good.
Let me know if that's too loud. It's very loud in my ears.
Holy shit. I know, right?
Yeah, you weren't kidding.
Okay. Let's see what this baby can do.
Whoa.
All right, come on over.
Okay, so everything's moving at the minute. Is there any... Seems to be smooth.
Now, let's give you something to shoot at. Bang, bang. They're all yours, Sergeant.
Yeah, it's jittering again, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Use the second mouse button to switch. Okay.
Great. Targeting and ballistics look normal. Let's get you oriented. Bring up your compass.
Okay, to open the compass.
Next one's just east of you.
Okay. East. And now it won't move. I think there's something wrong here. Oh.
Okay, let's try bearings. Next one's at 220.
Okay. Let's get the compass. Uh, 220. Okay, there. Oh. What? Oh, yeah, wrong button. That was a hit. Come on.
All right, not bad. Moving along. Here we go. Sergeant, if you'd be so kind.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think, right. This is how novice I am at the game. The obviously in the training, didn't want me to start moving around, so it locked the keyboard. Gee, I've got to really get used to this. So obviously, I'm hoping some people are watching this.
Looks like it wants you to run from marker to marker as fast as you can.
Oh, that's what it wants, huh? Great.
Yeah, it says here that it'll spawn targets at each marker. You'll need to drop them before you can proceed. Well, whenever you're ready.
Okay, past the first marker. Okay. Right. Sorry, I was saying there, if anybody is watching who...
Say again! Negative. Yes, this is Staff Sergeant Adams. Send it. Christ, these people. Hold on! You know
Sorry.
what? Go bother someone else. Out! AF morons.
I'm listening to the audio and I was trying to talk there. Okay, so let me just hold it there for a second. Probably best to pause it. No? Yes, no? Where was I? Yeah, so obviously I'm just using a mouse and a keyboard. It is a gaming mouse, so... But obviously I do have some problems with this jittering. I got a 3080 graphics card, so I'm hoping the GPU is up to the task. But yeah, if you're new to the game like me, hopefully you're going to get some benefit from this. But I wouldn't put any money on that because I can't remember the last time I played a first-person shooter. Probably goes back to my PS2 days on Far Cry. So that's a long time ago, believe me. I've been heavily into flight sim gaming, my primary gaming experience. But I thought, you know what? I thought I'd have a go at this. Oh, that's a bit close. Come on. I don't want to... I'll wait for them to raise their gun at me. There you go. Okay. It said something about running, but I'm not sure. Ooh, that was good sound effects.
You having fun up there?
You know it.
Don't know how to run just yet. Don't know who's flying that helicopter. They're oh. Probably trying to text somebody while they're flying. Naughty, naughty. I don't normally have music playing when I'm in game, but that's quite good music. Oh, gee. Okay. You look more trouble. Yeah. Go on, raise the gun. I can only shoot you if you raise the gun. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Ah, look at that. Silly me. I got the gun aimed. So of course, you're not going to be able to run very fast or walk very fast with the gun, are you? After about 1,000 hours, I reckon I'll get quite good at this. Oh! I'm not taking on a tank.
Jesus Christ, deafen me, why don't you?
Sorry about that.
I need to turn the volume down. All right.
Well,
Got the volume
I
on
think
full.
it's safe to say it's working as advertised.
You got any more tanks lying around?
Maybe next time. All right, let's shut it down. The greenbacks are going to get here soon.
Wow. Well, that was interesting. So I must remember, don't run while I've got the gun to my shoulder. Oh, sorry. Comment, which Armour game is this? This is number 3. I've got no affiliation to the game or anything, so I don't get any comeback from it. But I bought it on Steam. It was, I think, about £4-5 sterling in the sale. There are some mods that I bought with it. I think it all comes to about £31.
Not bad at all.
All right. Here comes the cavalry.
So yes, Armour 3.
Shit, looks like
I will buy Reforger, which is the
Tell
new
you what,
version.
You go get it working. I'll get things set up here.
Copy.
But for the moment, I need to put 1,000 hours or more into this game to get any good, I think. What are they asking me to do? You have a new task. Tasks are mission objectives received from command. To open the mission tasks, 2 times J. 2 times J? Okay. Let's close that. H. 2 times J. Ah, there we go. Assemble the target. Run to the target and assemble it. Well, I don't know how to run yet. 2 times J gets rid of it. Okay. Assemble the target. Oh, right. Okay. So let's go here. Sorry, this is going to take some time. I don't know how to run yet.
American, respond, over.
I'm sorry. I thought I told you to go bother someone else. You know, I don't get annoyed easily.
Yeah, right.
But this guy's a special kind of fuckwit.
Oh. Ah, here. Right. The action menu is a context-sensitive list of available actions. Execute the given action with space. Let's hit the space.
That should do it.
Copy. All right, everyone, gather around.
Don't start shooting just yet.
Really? Sorry, they're all we've got on hand.
So just looking around before I... Hopefully they won't start firing at me yet. I'm not really getting much jitters in here, so it must have been that kind of VR environment. There must have been something my graphics card didn't like, I guess. This, funnily enough, reminds me of a bit like Far Cry. Where's my shadow gone? There, look at that. It's pretty cool. I like that. I seem really low to the ground, but that's probably just an optical illusion, I think. Yep. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to run yet.
All right, first things first. I'm Staff Sergeant Adams. This is Sergeant Conway. We'll be your cabin crew for today.
Cabin crew?
Since I'm fairly confident we all know why we're here, I'll skip the usual brief. So, over to you, Sergeant. When you're ready, put some rounds down range.
Oh, he's talking to me. I'm the sergeant. Okay. To decrease the enemy's chances of detecting and hitting you, you use ability here. Default action. Space. No. Let me Google it. Okay. So apparently the action menu is brought up using the mouse scroll wheel. it's not doing anything. Okay, let's go and search the building down here. My mouse has stopped working. That's fine. I'll get better at this. I will get better.
The shed's empty.
Whoops. Sorry, apologies. I'm getting some feedback from my audio. Sorry, just replying to a chat message. Okay.
Adams, I've got a weapon stash here. Small arms and explosives. Definitely guerrilla. Over.
You see? They were a threat.
Yeah, and I'm sure they just attacked you for no reason.
Copy, Sergeant. Form on me.
Okay, sorry, I'm getting feedback. Let me try and get rid of that. It was working okay a minute ago. I don't know what I've done. Test 1 2 3. Okay, I think I'm going to have to stop the stream. There seems to be a lot of echo and feedback in the audio. Something has gone a bit corrupt. Art Game 556, thanks for your message. I finished the campaign yesterday. I must say that the penultimate mission managed to be worse than the last one. My response is, how many hours have you put into the campaign? Sorry if you're hearing the audio twice. I do seem to have a slight problem with my settings here that has just cropped up. Okay, let's try and carry on. I think I know what the problem probably is. Game 556. I put 12 hours into the campaign. Most of it was because I was still learning the controls, especially the squad controls. Let me just pause that. Sorry, still getting audio feedback. Hopefully you're not hearing that in the stream. 12 hours into the campaign. Most of it was because I was still learning the controls. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Art Game 556. Straight away, you know, just using a lot of the key combos with the mouse, not something I'm used to, primarily using flight sims, obviously with the HOTAS. Not sure whether you're a flight sim yourself. Obviously with the HOTAS, you know, throttle and joystick for pretty much all of the flight controls, even things like raising the gear and flaps, all done through the HOTAS. So this is really a trip down memory lane for me to be using keyboard and mouse, especially on a shooter. I'm not sure whether you was here at the beginning of the stream. I used to play Far Cry on the PlayStation. So again, with the controller, much easier. So I'm really trying to remember how to use all the commands using the keyboard. So pretty interesting. Not sure if there is a controller that I can plug in and configure with the game. I'll look into that. I do have an Xbox controller lying around. Maybe I can plug that in and configure it. Let me know if you're using a controller or using the keyboard commands. A tip: Control plus WASD changes the direction of your character. If you lie down and use Control AD, you can look to the sides while prone. This is great if you have cover, like a wall or the wall of a house. The game doesn't teach this, as I think it's good to talk about it here. Absolutely, really appreciate that. Control WASD changes the direct. Oh, I see. So if you're in a prone position, you can literally get your character to shuffle around. That's interesting. Should we give that a quick try? give that a quick try. So Z, so control. Look at that, fantastic. Thanks very much for that. Can I hit enter? No way, look at that. That is impressive. So if I go to a crouch position, wow, fantastic. Thanks very much for that. Up game 556, appreciate it. So just using, oh, I just hit Q&E by mistake. Add some kind of looking around the building. Oh, okay. So you're reducing the amount of your body that you're putting. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah, left control. Really, really impressive. I like it. Thanks for that. I'll remember that one for sure. Better get back, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble. Running. Oops. It's a pretty good posture. I wish I had that. Right.
Status?
Okay. I do have some audio problems here. Oh, I think I've just sorted it out actually. Yes. Okay. Art game 556. I think it's the left control. Yes. For some reason, I by default just went to the left control. So thanks for that. You have to press control and one of the keys at the same time. Yeah, appreciate it. I just had a bit of a play there, and that works really well. I think I've got to get used to using these and this again for controlling my character. But it's coming together, and I'm sure, as I joked, a few hours, a few hundred hours, I think I'll be pretty good at it. But yeah, it's almost trying to do it without looking at the screen. I've got a slight problem here where I place the keyboard. I'm using a big mouse, a glass mouse mat, a SkyPad, to help the mouse move easier. So there's not much room for my keyboard. I think I'm going to have to get the old saw out and a piece of metal or wood to kind of make a raised bracket for it. But anyway, I'm detracting from the game, so apologies. This game uses all your fingers and is quite difficult at first, but after a while you get used to it. Absolutely, playing a PlayStation with all the buttons on the back and that, it took me a long time to get used to it. So I think it's going to be the same here. But as you say, practice. You don't become a top tennis player, do you, or a top snooker player without putting in the hours of practice. And I'm sure there's lots of people playing this game that have put thousands of hours in. We're on that subject, talking about, keyboards and mice. I'm sure I can probably get a better keyboard than this wireless bit of kit here. It does the job, but maybe I need to get a nice mechanical keyboard or something. So, well, let us know what kit you're using, and feel free to drop a brand in, or a place where to get them from. Obviously, I use Amazon a lot. Let's get back to the game, and then I'll call it an end of a session here. But thanks for the input there, Art Game 556. some valuable information there about the key combinations to move around and change direction. Okay.
Can't help but think that we're going to take some kind of...
All right, everyone, mount up. We're out of here.
All right. It looks like it's about to get very interesting. Okay. So, gee, that's a lot of reading there. Okay, let me quickly skim through that. First, I will take a sip of water. Okay. Last week, an AAF patrol responded with lethal force to aggression from locals north of Khor, reportedly in self-defense. One casualty survived, but later succumbed to their wounds, bringing the official death toll to 6. Peacekeeping forces on scene confirmed the reported timeline, but the justification for the patrol's use of force remains questionable. Following the incident, the government reached out to the FIA for a sit-down in Kavala as a gesture of goodwill. As such, security has been ramped up, with peacekeeping forces watching over the proceedings. However, an AAF security convoy en route from the AAC airfield failed to pass an AAF checkpoint east of Kavala at its scheduled arrival time, nearly 20 minutes ago. Raising fears that the situation is likely to escalate, it has failed to respond to hails from AAF command. Okay, that's the situation. The mission. Alpha 1-1 and 1-2, led by Staff Sergeant Adams, are to be deployed to the convoy's last known location and, if possible, obtain a visual on the convoy itself before reporting back to Broadway. Okay, move to the last known position. Okay, so I'm Alpha 1-2. Okay, and Staff Sergeant Adams, Alpha 1-1. Okay, Broadway and Phalanx. Okay, let's get to it. Exciting stuff.
Christ. Did they put enough stairs in this thing?
Having trouble there, Staff Sergeant?
No, sir.
Come on.
Any word from the MOD sit-down, sir?
Negative. Nothing from the AAF or the guerrillas. In fact, the whole thing's gone dark.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Figure that missing greenback convoy has something to do with it?
Why do you think you boys are here? There's your ride. You two get going. Find us that convoy, Staff Sergeant.
Copy.
Good. I'll try to unfuck things here on this.
I can feel the tension. What's going to happen?
McKinnon didn't seem too happy.
Well, who can blame him? He's the one that's always had to do the cleaning up around here. The AAF and the FIA consenting to a sit-down within the country's Ministry of Defense. Well, I don't know who thought that was a good
Where's
idea.
my head? Okay, helicopter flight. Looking good. Beautiful countryside. Have a look around and see what could await us in
There's
this
the
mission.
AAF checkpoint. It's coming up on 20 minutes since their convoy was supposed to pass through here. All right, we're coming up on the convoy's last known position. Start scanning that terrain, people.
Okay, having a look around for the convoy.
There, on the road. Broadway.
There it is.
1-1 actual. We have a visual on the convoy. Grid 073123. How copy? Over. 1-1 actual. Broadway. Copy.
We got smoke. Vehicle on fire.
Secure the area and await their arrival. Copy, Broadway. And Staff Sergeant, in all likelihood, you're going to have FIA guerrillas waiting for you down there. Stick to the ROE. Do not fire unless fired upon. However, that does not mean you're to roll over and take it. Confirm. Over. Got it, sir.
do like that external view just for a bit of a cinematic. Alright, this just got very real. Well, for me anyway, this is half an hour ago I was shooting at targets in a field. Let's go. Let's keep up with the team leader. Trying to use the cover of the terrain.
Let's wait for the others.
Oops, keep getting my crouch and prone mixed up. How do I reload?
In position, Staff Sergeant.
Copy.
I don't even know how to reload the gun.
Convoy's been hit hard. No movement as far as I can tell. But, to be honest, there's a lot of trees. Over.
Understood. Maintain overwatch. We're moving up.
Okay.
Let's go, Conway.
How do I reload, sir? I'm already getting left behind.
Whoa! Dead ahead, Sergeant. Ready to fire. Hold fire! We're friendly! Please tell me you two have this.
Copy. We're on them.
I don't see a thing.
Drop!
Oh.
Rifle! 75 meters front!
No!
4! Fire at that soldier! I've got it! Martina! Engage that machine gunner! Everyone, on me!
How do I reload? Is it R?
Cover me! Reloading!
Yep. No, get down.
Front! Engage that machine gunner!
Gee, I'm just... What am I shooting at?
Move up! Stick to cover! Watch the tree!
Keep getting crouch and prone mixed up.
Area clear.
Thanks for the commands,
100 meters.
Art Game advised.
Southwest, at the tree line. McKendrick,
What?
engage
What?
that
What?
man.
What? What? What?
Southwest. Machine gunner, 200 meters. Front. Engage. Medic, 200 meters. Front.
I'm not going to hit that from there, am I?
Front. I've got him.
Changing mag!
4, 2, attack that rifleman. Southwest.
Engaging!
Oh, come on. I can get there quicker than that. Come on. Run.
Martinez, fire at that soldier. Front. I've got him.
Can I see them from
He's
here?
down. Martinez, engage that man. West. Engaging.
West. Art Game. Also, the game has a manual in the pause menu. There is a search bar there. It will help you if you need it. Absolutely. There it is. Field manual. Well, I think reload is R. Reload anytime. Use the default action space To reload your weapon. When the magazine icon is present. Brilliant. Thanks for that. As you can see, I'm struggling with my crouch and prone. Whoop. What's he firing at?
Target neutralized. Moving!
Really? I didn't even...
Clear!
Clear.
All clear! Move up!
Well, I was as
Broadway,
bad as
one,
useful as a
Be
chocolate fire
advised,
guard there.
we've made contact with FIA forces at the convoy's location. All contacts neutralized. Over!
Copy 1-1. Lock it down.
Let me just pause that for a second. Okay, I'll just take stock of what actually happened there. So I did absolutely nothing. I think I shot one person, but that was 10 shots fired, and I think it was just sheer luck. Thankfully, I've just been made aware of the field manual by ArtGame556, who has been a really great help to me in this training session, and also I'm kind of testing my stream setup. So I appreciate your patience there. And if you are playing the game, Art Game, and you're you've got a lot of hours by the sounds of it. My name in the game is Bermuda, so please feel free to reach out to me there. Because I will be looking to do some multiplayer gaming. Obviously, I'm so ineffective at the minute. I can't even help my NPC squad here. So it's going to be quite a while, I think, before I get into the multiplayer scene. Although if there is one that, is just for fun and maybe where we can practice and learn some stuff, I'm up for that. Right. Back to the game. I'm kind of interested to see where this one pans out. We'll probably play for another 10-15 minutes, then I will call it end of session.
Broadway out.
Clear! We've got wounded over here!
See, am I
Son,
crouched
can you
down
hear
here
me?
or what?
He's non-responsive. Sergeant, help him out. Take my kit if you need it. Broadway, do you read? Over.
Confirmed 1-1. Send traffic. Over.
We've got wounded at the convoy. One greenback, unresponsive, possibly in shock.
First
Doesn't
aid
look
kit,
good.
mouse
But
wheel
1-2
down,
Axel's
select
taking
treat,
care of it.
confirm
Over.
in middle mouse button. You
Copy.
can use it on
Relay
yourself.
to Phalanx.
Okay.
Medical is inbound with reinforcements. Try to keep them stable until they arrive. Over.
Oh, here they are.
We'll try, Broadway. 1-1 out.
Right. What was that? Mouse wheel down. Street rifleman.
He's holding, but not for long. We need medical here now.
All right, hold this perimeter.
Why am I
I'm
back
not
on
in
the
the mood
ground?
for any more surprises.
Mission complete. The convoy was secured, but little remains. NATO peacekeeping forces were forced to engage the FIA responsible for its demise. I'm embarrassed. I don't know what FIA is. Engage the FIA responsible for its demise. Locate the convoy. Tick. Secure the convoy. Tick. Follow the ROE. Rules of engagement. Tick. Treat the soldier. Tick. Look, there's me saying, hey, I got a kill. I got nothing. I got nothing. Oh, no, hold on. Your kills. Auto rifleman. Oh, no, I got 2 kills. Sorry, I was expecting to see a number there. Rating 400 out of 400. I don't rate myself 400 out of 400 based on that performance. So, I think that is a good time to call it an end of session. I need to go away and read the field manual, I think. Hopefully I can get that on my phone or something. Maybe there's a downloadable version so I can have a good read of it. But I will call it a day there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the input. ArtGame556 especially, really appreciate the input there. And hopefully speak with you on a future stream. And yeah, please follow me. That would be really helpful. And hopefully I'm going to get a stream in on Friday. Try and get a long session in there. I'll probably be doing some flight simming as well. I use Flight Sim 2020, and I'm also a DCS flyer as well. So if you do use either of those two flight sims, please look me up and look out for future streams. But this is kind of letting my hair down. It's been really good fun. I will get better at presenting streams. I'm kind of doing a lot of technical stuff in the background. So appreciate your patience as I work my way through becoming new at streaming and stuff. So yeah, I'm on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, and I'll get better at setting all those up as well as my visuals and the graphics and everything. But as you can see here, you know, I've set the webcam up, got the screen. I had a few problems with Armour at the beginning. My streaming software couldn't detect the game, and I think that's because I'm using it through the Steam version. So I've had to do some tweaks, which I'm sure could cause a few problems. So I will test that. Anyway, enough about that. Thanks for watching, and please come back for more. Hopefully I'll give you some laughs, and I appreciate the help. So on that, I will bid you all a safe night, day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and look forward to enjoying a session with you soon. Take care.